Hey everyone, Ryan come back at you here with Mailday, kind of catching up. Hope everyone's doing well. Long time no see. I think until this NBA program's over, I'm just not going to be able to come up for air very often. So I will relish the opportunity to check in and say hi. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope your collecting experience has been nothing shy of scrum trulescent lately. Let's see, updates. School kicking my ass thoroughly. Anyone who does corporate finance for a living, God bless you. I'm glad you live out there in the world. I could never do it. That course is killing me right now. Work's going great. Getting lots of responsibility thrown on me on a regular basis, as my boss said last week. If you want something done, give it to a busy person. So I'm actually in the process of building a trust company. That's one of the things that I'm doing in my office. So that's keeping me super busy and learning lots of new things. And that's always great when you can, keep learning, learning new skills and just getting a lot of good exposure right now. Family's doing well. Chris and Henry are thick as thieves these days. Samantha and I are going to start traveling a lot more for work. Let's see here. Commencement's coming up in May, but I'm not actually done with my program until August. So my mom is coming out beginning of May. Samantha and I are going to go to Ireland. We're going to go to Dublin kind of as a pre-graduation gift to myself. I had some free flights with British Airways that I had to use, so good deal there. So we're doing that, and then go straight to LA for the commencement of USC, and then back home for 4 months of what they call a capstone course. It's still like a traditional semester. It's four months, 4 classes that all lead to one big project. So enough about me. There's 2 minutes of that cards. Holy shit. Okay. Maybe last time I checked in, I might have been like juggling 3 sets. I'm down to 2 now. I have decided to part ways with the Exquisite. So there's 0910 Exquisite, Tribute to LeBron, Rookie Patch Autos to 25. And then for 13-14, they have the Tribute to LeBron Rookie Patch Autos to 35. That set was just becoming really super frustrating for me. There are a handful of people, not even in the United States, that I know had the vast majority of them that were breaking up their set. And they were just like really unreasonable to work with. And sometimes, you just got to do. I say this all the time whenever people wanted to do rant videos back in the day, or just like do whatever makes you happy in this hobby. And my experience was being encroached on, right? Let's just call it that. My experience was being encroached on, and I wasn't having fun with it, and I was dealing with just like some really smarmy people. And I was like, listen, I pay strong for PC, and they wanted me to pay like just unrealistic numbers, And I was just like, just gonna part ways with it. That stuff never comes up, and that's hard. I know it's a marathon, but like I like getting crumbs here or there that I can continue to piece together and stay interested in it. So I parted ways with that, which is helping me fund 2 other sets that I had started and I'm still working on. So the first one is 14 Flawless Basketball. I've showed you all the Kobe in a previous video. I've showed you the bird. And these are just beautiful. I mean, this camera's not doing it justice. They have like these really just nice foil on them. And Shaq Diesel. So out of that set too, so I think it's might be 15 football or 14 football. It looks just like this, okay? And to get the rainbow, you have to get the variations out of 10. So if you have any of those, let me know. I'm a buyer. I was also contemplating in 16 baseball. They have the exact same set. Some great legends in there that I'd love to have a card of. I'm just on the fence about it because I think that version at 25 gets you the hollow foil, the rainbow foil or whatever for baseball. And the problem is it's not licensed. So I just think no matter, I've started and stopped PCs and sets in the past. And I always circle back to I want to get away from college and I want to get away from stuff that's not licensed. So with that in mind, if I'm keeping that in the forefront, yeah, there's some really cool names in those sets, but I'd rather direct money towards these other ones that are licensed and not college of Hall of Famers. So There you go. So football out of 10, basketball out of 25. Hit me up if you have any of those. I'd be very interested in working out a deal with you. So I've got a stack of other ones for the fall. A set back from PSA. PSA's dragging their feet right now. Their president actually sent out an email 2 weeks ago saying, feel bad for us, guys. We moved locations because, we had about 25% influx in submissions, but now it's up to like 150% plus. So what, email me back of what we should do. Just like hire more people ASAP, crash course them in training ASAP. I don't know, whatever. But it's good and bad, right? It's like it's good for the collectors. It's good for the health of the hobby that like these companies are going through all of this, right? Just tremendous growth. That's great for everyone who has cards in their card box. But it's frustrating for turnaround time. I mean, it's PC, so at the end of the day, it's like whatever. I mean, there's only a handful of things that I send to flip. So most of the stuff that PSA is sitting on is PC. It's just I've been away from it for so long. I'd like to have it back to put with its brothers and sisters. And by that, I mean just brothers. These are all just guys in this set. But for basketball, the two for this set that are going to be kind of bullshit, I think Russell Westbrook was originally on the checklist. He didn't sign. No surprise. That would have been great to have a Russell Westbrook card from this cardstock design, short print to 25, but he doesn't sign ever. So he'll not sign. That's Russell Westbrook. And then Robert Ory is out of 10, and Dominic Wilkins is out of 6. So if you can find either of those two, finder's fee, I'll hit you up. But here's an update of ones that I have in hand that have come in since my last video. Robert Parrish. Look at that foil. That's naughty. PSA 8. I'm good with it. Eights are better. I feel good about. I know people are been on shit. It was no 10. 8s are better. I'm good with, honestly. And even 7s. Some of the stuff 7s, like 6s, I'll just crack. I won't keep stuff in a 6. But 8s are better. I think are pretty great. Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. Clyde Drexler. Bernard King. And this one's tough. Like, a lot of these flawless cards, his auto is just, like, smudged on most of them. I don't know why. So to find one with, like, great patches and a great clean auto was tough. Adrian Dantley. And last but not least, got this back as a beautiful PSA 10, John Stockton. So I like this set. It reminds me so much of my childhood. I used to watch, Colts weren't really a thing in Indy until, like, Peyton got... there was Jim Harbaugh. So, like, the mid-'90s and above is when I really started, like, watching football. I was only born in 87, so I remember vividly starting to watch football around, like, 95, 96. But I watched basketball prior to then. It was a big centerpiece to my house. My siblings and I, we all didn't get along. Still some to this day. But no matter what, like, Friday nights we watched TGIF as a family for pizza night. And Sundays we'd watch basketball. We'd watch Reggie Miller in the AARP club, Rick Smits, Dale Davis, Anthony Davis, Jalen Rose, Chris Mullin, Sam Perkins, all those good guys, Travis Best. Watching all these people that are in this stack, So it's great to be able to put together this set. I'd like to finish it. I'm pretty close, actually. I don't have the rest of the checklist in front of me. I think there's David Robinson, Karl Malone, the 2 super short prints that I'm missing. But I'm pretty close. I got the hardest ones out of the way early on when I decided to proceed with this set. These 3 came from the same guy in New Zealand. So once I was able to make that financial commitment and investment, the rest has been manageable. And the other set that I'm working on, you all have seen this one previously too. This one's more of that set that as long as I can work on one that, like, keeps me busy. There's some that pop up every once in a while. Now that I'm going after football too, that'll keep me busy. But this would be a set that'd be nice to, like, make that an ultra, like, lifelong marathon. I'm going to have to because there's 2 of them in that set that are just out of control. But I do have 3 of these now. Heads up, I have Patrick Ewing at PSA right now being crossed over from a Beckett. Is that it? I feel like I had a third one. But either way, I have Patrick Ewing and I have Larry Bird. So that is an awesome start for that kind of set. The first year of Exquisite, which really kicked off what I think that particular product kicked off Modern Cards as we know it today. I've rambled quite a bit. I just wanted to come in and check out how everyone's doing. Hope you're all doing well. Want to keep you updated on what I'm PCing these days. Those two sets. I guess you can call it 3 because for the flawless, I'd like to do the football as well out of 10. The version out of 25, they don't have the rainbow foil. It's just like a silver with no shine, and I like shine. So they have this in football too, licensed out of 10. So I just got my first one the other night. I got the Jim McMahon. So again, if you have any of those, let me know. I'd be a buyer. Yeah, so hit me up. I'm on Facebook. If we haven't connected in a while, check in, say hi. Hope you're doing well. And hope you have a great rest of your President's Day weekend and a great start to your upcoming week. That's all I got for now. Hope y'all are doing well. I'll talk to you soon. Much love. Deuces.